Hi, so I saw the tortilla trend, or these tortilla wraps on TikTok, and I thought I'd make them today. So I wanted to make this for my mom and my family. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be making some wraps using fried chicken, some bologna, and then using some smoked salmon and some chicken strips. And so these will all be in different wraps. And so I've got some lettuce here for some filling. I've got 1 tomato cut up, cut 2 stalks of green onion and 1 mini cucumber, as well as I fried some eggs, and I mashed 1 avocado. And for this we're gonna need tortillas, so we're gonna need to use some tortillas for this. And then for the sauces, I plan on using some sriracha, mayo sriracha, regular mayo, and let's just get started. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the very first step you do for all of these. Every single tortilla you use, you just take a knife and you cut halfway through so that you've got these 2 flaps and the rest of this top is connected. So there's technically 4 sections. And so I'm going to be starting with making my fried chicken wrap. So in this first section here, I will be putting some mayo. So let me just spread some mayo across. That's my first section. That's just my first section. There we go. Generous amount of mayo. I might just put a little more. There we go, just some mayo. And then I'm just gonna spread it on this side as well, because why not? More sauce, not a bad thing. Then after that, I'm going to be taking some lettuce. So I'm just gonna place that in my second quadrant right there, and I might just add a little bit more right there. And then I will be taking my fried chicken, my piece of fried chicken, and I'll just be cutting this up into small pieces. I'm just cutting it up on the side right now, and I'll just be laying those pieces down here right beside the lettuce right there. There you go, I've got my chicken pieces. And now I'm going to be adding some of my tomato from earlier, and I think I'll be adding the spring onion, the green onion as well. So just place down my tomato. Then I have some green onion, so I'll place it on the mayo, and I'll place it on the tomato side as well, but you could just do it any way you want. And I think that is good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this first quadrant that we put our sauce on, and fold that over onto our lettuce. Then fold the lettuce over onto our chicken area like this, and then finally fold this tomato right on top of this like that. So that's what it wants to look like. That's what it looks like. It's a little triangle. For this one, I already pre-cut it, and so I'm gonna be using the bologna on this one. So for this one, again, I'm going to be putting mayo in the first quadrant right here, just like that. Just spread it around generously. Perfectly. Just spread that around, and I'll just be putting it in the last one, because why not? And then after that, for this one, I will be taking some more lettuce. So I'll just place my lettuce like this. More lettuce, just a little bit more. And then I'll be taking 2 pieces of bologna. So I've got 2 pieces of bologna right here. And so I'll just be placing them like this perfectly. And then I'm also gonna take a slice of tomato and place that right there. And then I feel like adding a little bit of I think I'm gonna add a little bit of my sriracha mayo on top of the meat quadrant right here, like that. I'm just gonna squeeze some sriracha mayo on top. This one is pretty simple, I think. So then you just fold this one over, this first quadrant over, second quadrant, and third one. So this is your next wrap. For this third wrap, I will be planning to use these chicken strips I made. So in the first quadrant, again, I think all of these start with mayo. So the first one, again, just mayo here, right here, perfectly. Just spread that around. You can put as much or as little as you want. Let's just put some more mayo. Like that, perfectly. Just spread that around, and I'm just gonna put the rest on that side. And then I feel like using some of my sriracha, and I'm just gonna put in the second one, and then I'm gonna be putting some vegetables there. So I'll put my sriracha right there, and I'm going to be taking, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. And on top of my sriracha, I will be putting these chicken strips. So I've got a chicken strip right here. I'm just gonna place that on there Yep, so perfect. I've got 2.5 chicken strips placed on there, so that's what that's gonna look like. Actually 3 chicken strips, I just kind of placed it like that. And then I will be putting an egg in this quadrant right here, like that. And I think I'm going to add some salt and pepper to my egg. I'm gonna put some pepper in here. There, I added some pepper. Add a pinch of salt, just salt to taste, just because of the egg. It's just some salt there. Add some of my green onion on this side here. And along with my green onion, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this mashed up avocado. I don't want much, but I'm just gonna add a little bit here. So that's just enough, and just spread that around. And just spread that. I might just add a little more because that doesn't seem to be enough. And then just spread that around. Oh, it's getting stuck on my stuff, so I'm just gonna take a knife and scrape that off and just spread that around like that. That looks good. And then, so now I'm just gonna fold this over. So this is almost like a breakfast wrap, I guess you could say that. And then just stick that like that. And then this one just looks like this. It's a triangle, and then we're gonna show you the last one. Okay, so for the final wrap that I'm gonna be making, this is going to be a smoked salmon wrap. So I'm gonna start out with some cream cheese in my first quadrant. And so in this one, I'm gonna be putting a sauce like this, or I mean, cheese is not a sauce, but still. I'm gonna be putting a sauce like that, sort of. It's not a sauce, but whatever. On each quadrant. So this first one's gonna have cream cheese. The second one is going to have mayo, like that. Actually, yeah, so I'm just putting mayo on this second one right here. I'll be putting some vegetables on the one afterwards, and some of the smoked salmon I have later. So that one gets the, I get the mayo there. And then in this final one right here, I'm going to be putting some of that mashed avocado I made, or I mashed up. So that avocado I mashed up, spread that around. And in this quadrant here, I'm just gonna put some of my smoked salmon. And then I will be adding some vegetables, obviously, because I want extra flavor. So I'm just gonna put some of my salmon here. Just like that, and I'll just put a little bit more because why not? There we go. So we've got our salmon there. And then I'll be adding some green onions to this mayo section here, like that. And I'll be adding cucumbers to, I guess, this cream cheese section here. Baby cucumbers. Just like that. I think that looks really good. And so I'll just add a cucumber there. I think some more spring onions might do well because that's not very much. And so that's what that one is. And yeah, so then I'm just going to carefully fold these ones over like this perfectly. Then the smoked salmon section and my avocado. And so then this is what this one looks like. And so now we're just going to fry them up, and I'll show you how to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on my stove. I'll just put this in here, and it's warming up, so it's still not warm. Basically melted, so I'll be adding in one of these. So I'm gonna do the open side down just to see that, and then press it, and it should just, when it gets crispy on that side, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna take 2 minutes. I don't know, I'm not good with that calculations, but yeah. So I'm just gonna press it down, allow it to like fry on its own. Side. Oh, look, it's got a nice crisp to it. I could make it darker, maybe. You could make it darker. I think it's pretty crispy, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I like it the way it is. Let's see this side. I'm just gonna flip it, check the bottom. Oh, see, perfectly, you got that brown color. I think I like this color, so I'm not gonna cook it further. I'm just gonna do that for all of them, and I'll come back and show you what they look like. So I just finished frying all of them, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So these are what it looks like. This is my chicken wrap, fried chicken wrap. That is my smoked salmon wrap. This is my bologna wrap, and that one is my chicken strip wrap, or my breakfast wrap, this one right here. Anyway, so I finished this, and it looks delicious, and I can't wait to dig in, and I really hope my family enjoys. And so please like, share, and subscribe, and remember to share this video, like this video, and subscribe to this video. And thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoy.